the shonen anime that most people quit watching and don't even talk about anymore. Gintama. I decided to check it out because somebody on my channel has recommended it, and he said that it's just a great show for passing the time. And honestly, since I'm working a 9 to 5, well, I come off work, I just watch an episode or two, and I thought it's gonna be a good shonen anime. Action-packed, full of epic battles and stuff like that. You know, Naruto. Yeah, that guy. And just for your information, I saw that on my anime list, Gintama is rated pretty highly on my anime list. So I figured, why not give it a go? And yeah, oh boy, was I wrong? Shonen? No. Comedy? Kinda. The first few episodes that I've watched, yeah, I've watched the filler. I somehow managed to start with the filler episodes, and I didn't even see or didn't get any introductions, so I was thought to myself, oh, something's wrong. As I normally started watching the anime, well, Gintoki, Kagura, and Shinpachi. I'll talk about them a little bit later, but what I've seen is 1 minute, we're in the samurai era, okay? And the next thing I know, aliens, buildings, big buildings. I went in expecting something like a samurai show, something like Vagabond and Naruto, but no, it was totally different. Now, I'm not usually a fan of futuristic anime. Not even movies. I don't like Back into the Future and stuff like that. The combination of the Edo period Japan with the futuristic alien invasion just felt weird. To top it all off, I was about 10 episodes in and I still didn't see much action. There were maybe a couple of decent fights like Hijikata-san and Gin-san, but nothing like what I expected from a shonen series. That's what everybody thinks. Also, that's what I thought. And so far, I've watched like 7 episodes. And the thing is that the show really isn't about action for the people that haven't watched it. And for the people that have watched it, well, it's just the characters living their daily lives. And it took me by surprise because Gintama is nothing like a typical shonen. It's more like a slice of life comedy with some action sprinkled in. When you realize that, it is where you drop the show or keep watching the show. Take Gintoki for example. He's just a laid back guy, lazy, you know, probably in his 30s, just chilling around life, not doing too much. And he's just in these ridiculous situations. I mean, he's very relatable, and I personally like him as a character because somehow I don't know, I like him. Now, if you didn't quit after watching 10-15 episodes, well, you notice that it feels like Gin is somebody who's very, very epic, but the thing is, the anime gets this boring vibe because it is literally just a normal life. Now, the thing is, I mean, I'm not trying to get mixed up, you know, the anime and the reality, but listen, if you were in the Edo period, aka in the samurai era, but with freaking aliens, honestly, you would get these weird random situations because the most random things happen in life. Like, one of my friends was just walking to a barber shop and a bird pooped on his shirt, but the thing is, you know, he has those like where you like a pocket on the left side of his chest. Yeah, the bird pooped right into that, you know, stuff like that. Yes, he recorded his reaction when it happened, so if we get to 1,000 likes, I'm definitely just gonna show you the freaking video if you want, of course. I'm getting off topic, but it feels like an epic guy just has a normal life, because in movies and everywhere else, well, they just show you the good stuff, and here they show you the boring stuff as well. And the thing is, yes, some episodes may be boring. Gintama fans, you know what I'm trying to say, because it is, sometimes it is very boring. But when episodes like Katsura or Gintoki does something very insane, it's enough, at least for me, to keep me going and watching the show. But then we have Shinpachi and Kagura. Well, I gotta say that in the first 20 episodes or so, they both annoyed the hell out of me. Now, I've changed my opinion since I kept watching the anime, because the thing is, the dynamic works very well, but at the beginning, Kagura, she's so annoying to me. Something about her just doesn't sit well with me. And on the other hand, we have the nerd. That's pretty much it. We're getting introduced to more and more characters, the Shinsengumi, which I absolutely love. Now, Kondo-san should be this amazing leader of the, you know, the police kind of, but he's obsessed with Shinpachi's sister. Hijikata-san plus Sogo, the best combination ever. I love every single episode that has Hijikata and Sogo in it, because the dynamic between these two, it's just unfathomable. It's just amazing. And Sogo by himself, I love him. I love him the most out of all the characters for now, because even he said that he's a sadist, whatever, but not when he's in question. So he likes cruelty, but not when it's on him. Unserious, serious vibe, which I feel like I'm kind of like that in real life. Bro started speaking about how he's the character in an anime. Well, anyways, what caught me off guard is that Gintama does not follow a continuous plot. Every episode is a standalone story. Day in a life of a character. And the first time that I saw a story was like a multi-episode when Gintoki got amnesia. And that actually got me a little bit more interested, because I saw that the anime can make sense. And I want the whole show to make sense, to connect somehow, but so far it's been pretty random. Since everything's random, there are moments that stand out. For example, my favorite episodes, I have 3 in mind. The first one, definitely when Otsu-chan's father escaped from prison. He gave flowers to his daughter, and he's in prison because he killed a man. And that episode had me almost on the verge of crying. Not really, but it was really cool to see, because that's where we see the glimpse of Gintoki as a human being, because he was the one who gave him the flowers. Then there's the episode with Gintoki's friend, Sakamoto-san, who loves spaceships. It goes to show that Gintoki, despite being lazy, he inspires the people around him. By watching that episode, I felt as like, oh, we're gonna be building a cool army at one point, because Sakamoto-san looks epic. He's got that John Lennon look with the glasses and whatnot. And then Gin-san looks also very epic, because when you look at Kagura and Shinpachi, they're just the most randomly generated characters ever. It looks like a cool gang of people, aka samurai, is gonna whatever. On the flip side, there are episodes that I didn't care for, like, you know, Kagura's introduction. I didn't like it, as I said before, because coming to Earth just because you love to eat, I don't like that. And don't get me started on the guy with the forehead that has a dangly thing on him. But what the show does amazingly well is that everybody knows that that episode is going to be probably hated because the guy is not fun. So they bully him in the next 3-4 episodes. I don't know how much was it. But I like that, you know, they're self-aware as a show. And they reference things and they foreshadow and they're self-aware. That's what Gintama does. Because when it comes to humor, they do a solid job. It's not like laughing out loud funny. There is some moments, but the references to other anime, not only anime, but to the Japanese culture, is pretty clever. I enjoy it, but there's a problem. I do not get all the references because I'm not Japanese. But still, you very much enjoy not only the jokes, but the whole dynamic between every single character. And it feels like, you know that show, Friends? It's just like watching that. You do not laugh all the time, and some of the jokes are like dad jokes, but still, it's enjoyable to watch. Now to the nitty-gritty stuff, well, the animation and art. I'm not gonna get into it. It's an old anime. Just to say, I like it. So after 30 to 40 episodes, how do I feel about Gintama? It's definitely hard to say because I did not get what I was expecting, but there's something about it that just keeps me coming back. I'm at the point of not knowing should I drop it or no, but maybe it's just the humor or just the way that the show doesn't take it too seriously. And I feel as if something is coming. It feels like there's gonna be a big build-up, like a whole group of characters gets together and they're gonna be fighting or something. It feels like that because it's not a shonen without a reason. So yeah, I don't know if I should keep watching Gintama because I'm expecting, you know, something big happening. Am I gonna get it though? Well, I'll watch, I'll see. But if you want to see the bird poop video, 1,000 likes and I'll put it in my next video. I'm on it, chief. Make sure to like. And with that, if you wouldn't mind, my phone notification. Have a nice day.